Good evening, good evening, good evening to you. Happy Saturday, good evening, Saturday evening to you. I started without you, bitch. You're lucky that happened because I was going to scream, No, Joe,
Hello,
I'm
everybody.
getting nude for the show.
Just grabbing a quick cup and turning off the lights behind me. So, good deal. How is everybody tonight? Feel good?
I don't see anybody on quite yet. I just turned it on, so let us share.
How shall we share it? Oh, yeah, normal way. Gotcha. Never mind. Never you mind.
Normal way. Like
Goddamn.
yeah, I think we've been going live for almost 4 months now, or
I
three.
know. My mind is,
No, it's fine. I'm just saying, I
sorry.
that's an accomplishment for you. I'm kidding.
Thanks a lot, man. Look at that banner.
It's good for both of us.
Mhm.
Um, we seem to have gotten more viewers, which is
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
excellent.
Mhm.
Uh, I I can't believe how many people are actually opening up to the more spiritual side of things,
Yeah.
which I'm leaving on Carolyn 17, the other channel. You'll never hear me tell you to subscribe. I might put it in a little, I don't know, one of my videos or something to like, because that's my artwork, guys. But I, I, I don't care. See, I'm not doing, Joe and I are not doing it for money. Some people do, which is fine.
No,
As
we're
long as they're doing it well. But we're not trying to, just trying to teach. That's all I
yeah.
care about is to wake up as many of you as I can.
Come
And
on in.
that's including Joe, which is like getting there. And I don't know, Joe, do we have like
I know.
25% of Democrats, Joe? 25% of Democrats that really need a smack in the face. They need to suck the they
More
need
than
to
a
go and
quarter of
suck all
Democrats.
those dildos found in Diddy's
Ditties.
property. That's what they gotta do. Go suck those
785.
dildos, you stupid Democrats. What's wrong with you?
That's so
Trump is gonna
gross.
be a dictator. When? The first time he was in office? When he just barely had any executive orders.
I know.
Who had them? Who had them,
It's
Democrats? Go look this shit up, you morons. Stop fucking fighting with each other. Look it up. It's factual. How many did Biden do in the first month? I can't even remember. He definitely by the first year was into the hundreds of executive orders. That's dictatorship. That's communism. Let's get the terminology correct now and out of the way. Now. Okay. I get very upset. Apparently so.
okay. We all are upset, I guess.
What did
I
they
mean, I
say?
think, well,
What did those
even
20,
they are. I mean, both sides are. We're all being like,
Joe, what did those
man,
25% of Democrats say? They don't even know what we're talking about if they didn't read an article about it, or something.
well, what they said is that they believe that Trump should have been assassinated. So,
25% of Democrats. That may
yes,
be a handful of people that were RFK followers too.
even my wife says she yells it in the background. I mean,
That's
it's
not
fucking sickening. It
that's not
incites
human.
it incites the act.
It does.
It
It
does.
does.
You gotta stop it. Stop it, people.
Well, you see,
Stop it.
they can't. And I'll tell you why. Because we can't. We know certain people deserve to be executed. We know it. They're evil. There's no redemption for these people.
Well, evil
It's
people.
Marilyn Manson times 1,000,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
we have this, like, I've always been an independent, always,
Mhm.
always, always. But when Bush was in office, I didn't like that. I didn't like Clinton either, but I did not like that. Bush
I
got
didn't
in and
like either
Trump
one.
lost.
I didn't like the Bushes or Clinton.
Right. It was right. There's always that feeling, that feeling.
Yeah. Hmm. Couldn't put myself exactly on one side or the other. I just couldn't do it.
And people have to stop doing that now. They just
Right.
have to stop.
Yeah.
Look at the facts.
Hmm.
Why are they afraid of Trump? These 25%, this can't be right anymore. Because I
Yeah.
would imagine 25% were part of the pyramid, like E. Diddy. But his
Yeah.
shit don't count no more. He could go suck those dildos.
Right.
He had what did Darian say? He had a bed in the middle of his um
Basketball court.
basketball court. And Joe was like, "Oh, these rich
Nasty.
people." No, it's no have no basketball court with the bed in it or
It's the
anything else.
evil, she
You don't
said.
have a fuck.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah, I
on,
agree with
people.
her. Yeah, and I agree.
That's
You
sick
know I do.
shit.
It's evil
Did you
stuff.
share? Did you share?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, you call me yes, ma'am. I don't know why. Okay.
I
He's
did.
okay. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah, I'll put it in the.
So
Yes, ma'am.
I took a nap on the couch, which I often do. It's my thing.
Hmm.
And my sister's watching Unexplained. She's always watching something. It's either Law and Order or Unexplained or the History Channel or Ancient Aliens, one of those. Really, that's last year it was instead of Law and Order, she was watching what's the one with the two brothers that are ghost hunters? Uh,
I don't know. I don't watch that. So I don't know.
Neither do I, but I've seen it so many times with her. Oh,
Mhm.
some people are gonna be like, oh, it's that what is it? Budge me. But like, so she'll go back and forth. She's like me though. Like I'm programmed to watch certain things and only certain things, and she's like that too. But so I'm listening. You're not gonna believe this, Joe. If you remember, because Joe sometimes forgets, especially late at night when he's tired. Do you remember any of the conversations we had last night on our live? For example, when I was talking about them finding, skeletons of animals and such, and we're not sure of people going missing in woods and things like that. It was on unexplained. As
No,
soon
it
as
wasn't.
I woke up, yeah, as soon as I woke up, they're talking about
That's
beasts.
weird.
You guys want to find the episode? It was about beasts. That I remember. They were talking about a wolf and maybe the Jersey Devil. No, it was something in North Carolina, I believe. But that's what they were saying. And lizard people.
No
No kidding.
way.
No kidding.
No way.
Yep. Yep. It was our conversation just last night, guys. That my coincidences don't end. I mean, what are the
Jesus.
chances? I take a
Come
nap
on,
at that time.
man.
I
Just
wake up at that
weird.
time. That show is on instead of Law and Order and or whatever else she might watch. And that comes up. That particular episode, it's the thing is that was the second time that has happened to me with the unexplained. And I can't remember. It was about aliens the last time. It wasn't unexplained. I think it was, yeah, no, it was unexplained though. But he was talking about aliens. There are no coincidences. I mean, I can't make this shit up. Go look it up. We have Comcast or Xfinity or Xfinity. I don't know what channel it's on. Probably the History Channel. It's called The Unexplained. It was on today. I woke up. I don't know. I don't know what time it
That's what
was.
we have here too. We have
You can go
Xfinity
look
too.
it up if you don't
Yeah.
believe me.
But it's just
And
so
look at
weird.
our video last night. Okay. No, it's not. We're
It's just weird,
connected.
I guess.
It's not weird for me anymore. Joe, it's over 3, 4 years this shit's been happening to me. The number thing, people are just realizing the number thing right now. If I messaged my girlfriend, I'm going to do that tomorrow because it might be a little late. I'm going to message my girlfriend, Beth. I'm going to ask her, you'll see it. I'm going to text her on my computer. I'll say, Beth, do you remember what I used to say 47 meant? Now, Beth has known me since I'm 12 years old. That it was probably about 15, 16 years old I started saying it. 47 means change. I don't know why. I have always been into numbers. I read cards a little bit. Numbers, not tarot cards are disgusting to me. I wouldn't touch them. They're not good. I learned very fast they're not very good. I studied a
Yeah,
lot of weird stuff. I'm like coast to coast, you know?
yeah,
He's
yeah.
he's he's
We've listened to some
funny. I
wild
didn't
stuff.
watch
I
that
ain't gonna
much of
lie.
him when I was growing up. Huh?
I have listened to some pretty wild stuff. I've heard some
Oh
pretty
yeah.
wild stuff.
But the thing is, when things start to connect,
And they're connecting.
that's when you have not a
That's when
conspiracy,
it's,
but a theory. You know,
and it gets scary too,
it really
because you
does.
see it really happen.
Um, see, I was doing a bit of work and I can't remember the Asian guy's name. He's a scientist. And he's talking about this isn't I can't, okay? This was also today, or was it yesterday? He's talking about no, it was today. He was talking about music and frequency and how vibrations um created the world. It was it Pelagoras? Pelagori Pelagothera.
Hmm.
He's the one that discovered music. This is probably Socrates time, Socrates. So we're going back to ancient Greece. I would imagine he's Greece, Pelagoras. I think it's the Pelagoras. I can't pronounce it. It's the theory of math, right? Pelagoras. I think I got a little lisp when it comes to certain names and such. But
Obligatory. Now you
so
got me. Now, yeah,
he was listening to someone hitting an anvil
core.
with the hammer to fix the sword, heating it up, and he realized that it was resonating. It was reverberating. Reverb. I use that word a lot because it means like bouncing. It will bounce off the wall, come back, and go this way and that way. That's why people get soundproof rooms. But he thinks that sound and music back. This is how many thousands of years ago um created the earth. So we have light and music, they believe, is the creation of the universe and the earth. Getting back to the music theory, frequency and vibration is what we are. They believe that can heal certain parts of us. Did you ever hear
Vibrations.
did you ever hear let me see if I'm gonna say it right. Music calms the beast. Did you
Yes,
ever
and
hear
it
that?
does. Yeah, it's vibrations.
Right.
Yeah, I
It's all about
believe you on that because I read I've been seeing a lot of videos coming up on it, and I was just listening to this thing when I was going to sleep, and it was like that it's vibrations that will heal you. Even the
mhm,
vibrations can heal cancer. And they're supposed to be
mhm.
coming out with some kind of a great cure um, in the next month or two, from what I
Evening,
heard.
Joseph. Yeah, well, they have it. They
Mhm.
have it. They've always had it.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out some lies they've been telling us, ain't
Exactly.
we? Yep.
Everything's going to come out.
Mhm.
That's why RFK, that's why we all knew, the conspiracists knew that RFK and like even Tulsi Gabbard, and there's a few others we know
Mhm.
are on Trump's side.
Yes.
Some are confusing, but for the most part, we know. All right, let's see what else. Got a few people on Saturday night. That's
Yeah,
lovely. Oh, you put the
that's
ID up there.
okay.
Yeah, if anybody wants to come in,
Ah,
you pin it. Let me pin it.
oh, well, let me tell you guys about that sheriff in Kentucky.
Yeah, I wanted to hear the rest of that, please.
So, okay, so this is actually this is the update part. So what happened was because they saw it on the camera, the sheriff walks in. He walks into the office. He locks the door. Well, he walks in the outer room and tells the judge that he needs to have a conversation with him. Okay. And mind you, this sheriff had actually been a bailiff for this judge. So he walks him in the his office, okay, in the judge's office, turns around and he locks the door. And they saw from the footage on the camera that he walked up to the judge. There were some words exchanged. He went behind the desk. They exchanged phones. And at that point,
They
the sheriff,
exchanged phones?
they
Wait, what?
exchanged cell phones. And at that time, the sheriff pulled his gun out and shot the sheriff.
Shot the
I mean,
judge.
shot the
No,
judge.
why
Shot the
did they
judge.
change
The
cell
sheriff
phones? I don't
shot the
understand
judge.
that.
Yeah. So they don't know exactly yet why the sheriff shot the judge, but but but
Shot the
the
sheriff. He's
the
thinking of Marley.
sheriff there's more to the story. Um, okay,
Please
so
tell. Because that's just, I don't even know what to think of that.
I know it's just weird, man. So there was the Steins is facing a lawsuit for allegedly failing to investigate claims of a deputy's sexual assault in Mullins Chambers with a former female inmate, Sabrina Adkins.
That's where I thought it was going to go to, something like that.
Yes. So what happened was this guy named Deputy Ben Fields, he coerced this Adkins into performing sexual favors to avoid returning to the jail after she couldn't afford an ankle monitor for home incarceration.
Hmm.
So see, that's the problem. There you go.
What a shame. Uh, you know,
What really what did that judge do? The judge did something. The judge went a little too far. And I mean, why would that sheriff be doing that in the judge's chambers? The judge had to be there. The judge had to be involved. So then where did it go from there? What was this judge involved in? We already know that these people in higher levels are doing some pretty bad, ugly stuff, right? So what are he doing? What did he do? I think he did something, man. I think he did something really bad to this sheriff's, either this sheriff's family or somebody this sheriff knows.
I
That's
wish I
what
could tell you about the cops in New York that 9 of them are dead. They don't want to tell you. There is a personal story, and just I don't want my husband to. There's reasons, and I really don't blame them at this point. There are some very disgusting, disturbing um
bad stuff happened.
yeah, events that have taken place
Mm-hmm.
with these so-called leaders of our country, so-called politicians or judges or I mean, there's everybody is corrupt. I don't understand. I just I
Me
don't
either. It makes
understand
me
this world.
sad. It
It
makes me
is.
sad.
But that has to be the devil, right?
Yeah.
You see, like I'm I just don't get it. Like I'm not saying I've been good all my life, but at a certain point,
Yeah.
you
I
just
try my
I've
hardest
never
not to
been
tell
evil.
lies.
You've never been evil.
You know what? I try to tell myself and I try to tell everybody that I don't tell lies. If I did, it was because somebody else had told me wrong. But and I will correct myself. And if it is true, hey, I will admit it.
Yeah, I
I
try
will.
to too.
I
I
try to
try
be
to leave.
as truthful as I possibly can. I don't want to lie. I want to go to my grave. No, I didn't tell him. I'm not kidding. I am not
I-
kidding. So,
mm,
trying to, trying to. Have
mm,
I done it? I don't know.
mm. Okay.
Dude, I did get so drunk back then in the day, man. Golly. So I don't know. We did a lot of stuff back in the day. So,
Back in the day, we
hmm
did a lot of stuff. Yes,
yep,
exactly. That's the thing though. But when you grow up and listen, it took me a long time to quit smoking, and
yeah,
I
me
tried a
too.
lot of things, and I mean, I quit a lot of stuff. I quit soda when I was 14, 13 or
Wow,
14. I would
good for
drink
you.
diet at that point, and then at 16, I quit soda altogether. I'll
Yeah,
have like a can of ginger ale a year. That's pretty much my soda.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, and
Pretty
it's
good.
usually ginger ale. Once in a
Mm,
while, I'll take a sip of Coke, but I know it's really bad.
yeah.
You don't want to drink this shit, man.
Mm.
You don't. It's just bad for you. It's bad. It's all bad. Um, yeah, I know. But it took me almost another 20 years to get dad to stop. Thankfully, they started really enjoying seltzer water. That was, yeah, if all else fails, man, try some seltzer water with this, squeeze a little lime. Hey, if you want to add some vodka to it, be my
Get your
a little
carbonation
sour mix.
on. Get your carbonation on.
I might be able to help you out with that. I came up with a few of my own drinks, but I actually won't say that right now. Let's continue. Let's not go on to drinking. Stop
Right.
drinking. Stop. It's not good. It's poison. I'm not saying don't have your glass of wine every now and then. I guarantee if I haven't had a drink in a long time. If I had a glass of wine right now, I'd be passed
Mhm.
out. What? Joe
Having
wants me to take
drinks,
off my clothes? Okay.
yeah, having drinks is okay. Everything in moderation.
I don't know. I don't know about that because as far as I know, these people that I'm on the level with, none of us drink anymore.
I don't drink. And
Yeah. Well,
I haven't
you're
drank for a
diabetic.
long time.
It's good though. That's
Yeah,
a
but
good.
I haven't
People
drank
are gonna have
since my
something.
freaking early 20s. That's when I quit drinking. And quit drinking. Yeah, I drink every once in a great while. But I'll
Let's
only drink one beer now.
let's put it this way. If you want, that's good. All right, but you want to communicate with God as
Mhm.
best you can. Your body is the temple to God, right? Jesus goes through your body with the blood in you. This is what we believe. I think this is how I see it. If you were gonna invite someone into your home, you're gonna clean, right? You're gonna make sure the bathroom's clean, the kitchen's clean, sitting area's clean. You might not dust everything, but you're gonna make sure it looks nice. Well, you're not gonna invite Jesus into your home, into your temple. You're not gonna have his blood flowing in your veins without it being purified. And by that I mean, and listen, I'm just not the only one. I have never thought I'd become a vegetarian. I never thought I had to, but it just happened. And believe me, it's like icky now that I think about it. Like it's just, I'm transforming. All right. I don't smoke I was smoking more like 3 times my lifetime. I smoked like 35 years almost, 33 years, something like that. It was crazy. And yeah, 35. And drinking, I loved it. I loved playing my spades, having my six pack of beer. I wouldn't go to sleep till 6, 7 in the morning some nights, you know, play competitions and stuff.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I actually remember that.
Yeah. This was me. I didn't think
Yeah,
that this is what I'm saying. I never going back, which means I'm only going forward. Where am I
right.
going? I'm getting closer to God. I'm getting closer to being able to use my third eye, see the
Hmm.
astral plane for what it is. Things are very weird and they're very strange. I know a lot of people are going through stuff. That's the thing. Physical, mental, heaviness on their chests. Um, but also freedom. There's some good with this bad. People have the weirdest things happening. You might have a rash somewhere or dry skin or you never had dandruff and it came. You might have gained 20 pounds. Not 20, but gained a lot. Um, you might be, but even though I'm exercising, go figure. Um, it could be anything. Your son could be in prison. Your pets are dying. That is happening a lot. The poor pets, uh, they're here for us to help us through, and we haven't figured out how to help them enough yet.
Right.
So keep the temple clean. That's the closest you'll get to God. That means don't put their poisons in you. Eat fruit, eat vegetables, eat
Cook your own
light,
food. Cook your own
cook your
food.
own food, grow your
Yeah.
own very simple stuff. You don't have to
Yeah.
be,
Try to get away from that processed crap.
yes, because it's
Hard.
going to take a while until all that stuff is gone.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little while. We need to have a little patience and we have to help our
Hmm.
country and we have to help humanity.
Yeah. Learn how to cook, people. You'll be amazed how good of a cook you
Very
can
simple
actually be.
stuff.
Right. Yeah. I love it.
Once you realize if you eat simple, then you'll realize that, wow, they're really, it's much better. I still have problems. It was easy for me to get off the meat. I haven't had meat, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months. I don't, that was easy. I don't know why, but
Hmm.
the M&Ms. Get off the damn chocolate. My sister just now, she goes, "Do you like Reese's?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I love Reese's. I'll eat any chocolate, right?
Absolutely.
Chocolate with peanut butter? You out of your mind?" So she goes, "Because we don't have regular chocolate, but I want to make s'mores."
Oh,
No, I can't. I already had my handful. I'm trying to cut down on my damn M&Ms, Michelle. I'm not gonna have s'mores with you, son of a bitch, you know?
good is
What are you
good.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. I'm just like, I mean, I'm just saying the smoking, you have to give it up. Otherwise, you're not going to get to that other world. There are other things that I'm doing wrong. That's a cognitive dissonance. When you know you're doing something wrong, like you know smoking is terribly bad for you. You know having that hangover at 50 years old
Yeah.
is bad for you.
It
You know what I'm
starts
saying?
young. You start doing that shit young.
Yeah.
You always start doing that young, well, in your teens, like we did.
I was like 10 years old when my brother asked me to help him sneak out, and he gave me 2 cans of Budweiser. I was like 9 or 10. We had two doors. I was able to get him out. I flushed the toilet to the bathroom, got him out, locked the door. He was gone. I got 2 beers. Oh God. Oh, I should be burning in hell. I should be. But
Oh yeah, lots of crazy
doesn't matter. If
times.
you can change, you can change. Wisdom. Trump, people that think Trump is so bad, he changed.
Yeah,
But that doesn't even make sense because y'all loved him. Y'all loved him before he became president.
That's right. Y'all wanted a
Oprah
picture
had
of
him
him
on the show.
before.
Name someone who didn't have, from Barbara Walters to Oprah Winfrey to you
Mhm.
name it. Montel, I wouldn't doubt. I mean, they all had him on the show.
That's
They
why they
all
put
did
his
keep him.
star on Hollywood Boulevard.
Right. He is one of the, and
It's
he's
just like,
always
come
been
on.
classy. He's always been nice. So what? He's had
Mhm.
women. Who hasn't had women problems? Women suck. We suck, women. No I'm
Yes, they do.
kidding. I suck well personally.
Oh,
Um,
oh, my.
this is a satire show, people. I bartend. The last job I had was bartend.
Yep.
No, I still teach kids art online, so I have fun with that. It hasn't, not since I've been here, but so I do calm it down sometimes. Sometimes,
Mhm.
right, Joe?
Yes. I don't know, man. Sometimes it gets pretty crazy, man. Yeah,
Especially
we
when we
calm
are.
it down.
Hey, everybody in the chat. I don't see
Yeah.
anybody chatting much,
So
but there are people watching. Good evening. A good evening. Next,
next,
next.
we have student IDs being allowed as for to be able to vote in North Carolina. Why? A
People
North
would,
Carolina judge has upheld a decision by the Democratic majority state election board allowing the use of virtual student IDs for voting, specifically recognizing the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill's mobile app as a valid form of identification. Is that
oh,
dangerous? I don't know
no.
very well, but I don't know.
Stop the bullshit. Who cares? You stupid little drudge. You think you're going to go down in history? Who cares? Wait till it becomes a nationwide thing. You know, you're in college, most likely you're 18, you could vote.
Yeah. New Mexico, you have to show your ID,
Yeah.
but we give IDs to illegal aliens. So when they give you, from what I understand, is when they give you your your driver's license, that it automatically supposedly signs you up to vote.
Yes, you
How's
did
that?
mention that before. I haven't read anything about that. I haven't
Is
seen
that
anything.
wrong? Yes, it's wrong. It's wrong
And what do I say?
because it allows the illegal aliens to vote in our elections, and that's wrong.
Some beautiful engineer, computer engineer from the military came up with a program. I guarantee this, guys. I guarantee probably even 20, 30 years ago, maybe longer,
Mhm. Mhm.
of who is in America.
Yeah,
There's no doubt in my mind. This little crap that they're saying, come on, really? That big
yeah,
air balloon spying on us.
yeah.
A huge balloon. When people got all nervous about that, I'm like, give me a break. The 1940s air balloon. Kid probably blew it up next door. Just, people, don't you see? It's such a play. It's so
I don't know.
bizarre. It's the worst movie I have ever watched. Everything right now.
Yeah, this has got to be some kind of a sting operation, is what I'm thinking it is, which in turn is some kind of a movie. I mean, I remember that movie, Sting. I'll never forget that
That was a good
movie, man.
movie.
I was going, wow, 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 oh wow, I didn't expect that. And yeah, I think
Twists
everybody
and
should
turns.
rewatch that movie.
There was another old one it reminds me of.
Mhm.
It was a double agent. Oh, shit. It may have been Robert Redford. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I gotta ask John. It was in the Alps or something. The ending. It was really, I mean, there are triple agents, people.
yes, there are.
There wouldn't be a name for it if they didn't exist. Double agents, triple agents. They're there. Can you imagine being undercover to be undercover to be undercover? But what do I
Yeah,
keep saying is happening? It's a play within a play within a play within a play. We're watching a play.
Agreed. I think I have to agree with you on that. I mean, this is just fucking
It's
crazy.
ridiculous already.
Yeah. I
But
mean, look at what the FBI and the CIA are doing. Come on. They won't tell us what they're doing, and yet they're letting these assassins almost kill the president. You got to admit they are. I mean, come on, that building that one kid was on, after they knew he was there, they had gotten word an hour before this last shooter that he was there. It's just like you say, it might not be them. I don't know. Who knows? But nobody got
no,
fired.
you don't go and do a rally in the state of Pennsylvania
But it's not
near any
acceptable.
roof.
Yeah,
You don't have to.
yeah.
The parks are humongous. They're just like, there's no roofing. I mean, what? You could set up a bandstand. You could set up anything the fuck you want. Are you kidding? Why? Why pick a place that has an obvious roof? How, when he was golfing, did the guy know? It's an act, people. It's an act. It's an act.
It's
Trump cut
scary
his
that
own
it's an
ear.
act too.
No, it probably wasn't Trump. It's an
Yeah,
actor.
yeah.
He had his hat on. How many times does he wear his
Well,
hat?
you know
How
what?
many
He
times does he
was.
undo his tie? That's when something goes down. When he does, I'm sorry, Joe. When he doesn't have a tie on, or it's untied or something, or he's loose, something happens, something good. So if you want to go back in the history of the last 9 years and watch that, it's more recent, like probably the last 3 years, 4 years since round he got out of office. Anyhow, go
Oh,
on. What
yeah.
were you going to say?
No, I was just agreeing with you. You're right. He is an actor.
Yeah.
Remember him in the Apprentice?
Oh, he was in a lot of things.
He
He was
acted
on
like
Home
such a hard
Alone. He
ass.
was
He acted
on a
like
lot of
such a
things.
hard ass, right? In that. Yeah, I hated the dude. I hated him so freaking bad. But now look,
Well, I knew what he did for 9/11 and everything. I never hated him. In fact, about 2004, 5, when I started I was watching a lot of things on YouTube. I saw that interview with him saying that he wouldn't become president unless he had to, and then another one with on Oprah, he kind of said the same thing, I believe. And I remember thinking, damn, that's what we need. Because I was an independent and I believed in Ross Perot. Perot was probably anti NWO. I would imagine he was not, he was a self entrepreneur where a lot of people are put into place. Do you ever wonder, like, you have like your best friend's been down in Hollywood, she's gorgeous, absolutely talented, but doesn't get a fucking role to save her life? Well, I have a couple of friends like that anyhow. Um, it's because it's all, and I've told them this. It's well, at least I told one. It's who you know, what you know, right? What you're into. It's not always about money or sex. It's about how well can you keep a secret. So I'd be bad
oh,
in the army. Because I'd be telling you everything. I would be a bad Satanist.
yeah, me too.
I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I'd be like, yo, I just built a bedroom in the middle of my basketball court. Come on, everybody.
Yeah, talk about that.
Was P. Diddy, I believe. P. Diddy was caught with the guy from Family Matters, the father. Should I?
Hey, what do you mean, caught?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Ew, really? An ew?
Yes.
The
Yeah, the big
ew?
dude.
Oh,
Yeah, was he in
oh,
the movies with Bruce Willis?
oh,
I like Bruce
yeah,
Willis.
oh,
You know which one? The cop movie with Bruce Willis. Which one is
yeah.
it?
Um,
Come on, you see, we're bad. We don't
Lethal
know.
Weapon.
There you go.
Lethal
We don't
Weapon.
watch shows.
I don't.
People don't watch stupid shows. Please. I mean, I do believe in people's artwork. Don't get me wrong. But if it's on TV and not on YouTube, then somebody is taking money for it. And we're not sure who. That I watch everything on YouTube now. It's way entertaining, and most of the time it's educational because I'm a geek. I used to be a dork, now I'm a geek. I moved up in the years. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what might help you if you want to rise up with us, become star seeds, they're called, light workers, they're called. I've been called so many stupid things. I don't care. I just, I don't know if it's true or
Do a
not. I
lot
don't
of
care.
investigating. We do a lot of investigating. Talk a lot of about a lot of stuff. That's what we do. We listen to a lot of stuff. A lot. We research everybody. Look into this. Look into that. It has to be true. We have to find it from multiple sources,
I'm
right?
bad at reading stories, man, because I prefer context books, books with information.
Yeah.
I don't want to read about your fucking life. Fuck you. You know what? Your whole life can be said 10 minutes on YouTube. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Even the highlights.
Yeah. Fuck
So
my life.
fuck you and your 1099 books.
Yeah. You don't need to know my life. That's for sure. So fuck it.
No, I'm not, people like to read. I'm being a little too judgmental. People need to make money for their art. They really do. So I shouldn't be that judgmental. But your life and biographies and stuff, who the fuck are you? Who are you?
I
You
am a
think you're
human
so
being.
special that your life deserves to be in a book? You know what? If there's like a guy that's a quadriplegic, because thunder hit him, lightning hit him, I'm sorry. And, he was getting into his car and he survived. Now, okay, maybe I'd want to read about him because there's probably a lot of science involved and it's interesting and the guy survived. Maybe even our warriors out there that are wounded warriors, like I'd read about that, their lives perhaps, but fuck you, everybody else. Fuck you. Like, I don't know, pick some like retarded Holly weirdo and, go screw yourself. Nobody wants to know. Nobody cares.
Don't be mean.
It's because we're all supposed to live a similar life, a similar
Yeah.
happy life. Yours is not supposed to stick out more than mine.
No, but
It's
I
just
do
that
tell
way.
everybody to stop it. Stop your busy life. Go see the roses. Smell them. Go smell
The fact is, they're able to write books, and most
them.
people are not, right?
Okay.
Like you got J.D. Vance, right? He went from a sad story, rags to riches kind of thing.
I'm sorry for me. I'm sorry for me.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
I know there's
always
some
me.
Republicans that will listen to me that are J.D. Vance fans.
Can I whine?
Most conspiracists are not.
Can I whine?
There's something wrong. He's probably either an actor,
Mm,
masked, a clone, whatever. I don't know. He's
yeah,
not the real JD Vance. They would have
yeah.
gotten rid of him. The real JD Vance worked or was the owner of a company called Ambrosia, which
Mhm.
dealt with blood. Anything, anything that dealt with blood for the past, I don't know, 100 years, you have to be careful with. I don't trust him as far as I could throw him. I don't care who he is now. And I certainly wouldn't pay Netflix, you
To see his
morons.
movie. Nope.
Right. Fuck it. YouTube is free. All right. You might have to watch a commercial every half hour, sometimes more, but it's free. And I'm watching people just like me, not JD Vance, who may or may not be vice president and president one day. You know what? I might move out of the country. He becomes president one day.
Yeah, no
I know there's a
kidding.
bigger plan. Please tell me there's a bigger plan with this dude. You have to understand we're big JFK believers, Junior, right? That he's around and he's really the one in control right now. So what is Trump or JD Vance? For that matter, what is Kamala or Biden? What are they?
Right.
Why weren't we attacked in the last 4 years, guys? Common sense would say that we had the worst president ever. Um, the weakest for sure. But yet we weren't attacked in 4 years, in 3.5, 4 years. Nothing went down. Just that one big 1940s spy balloon. That's what happened. Or is it a movie? This is evolution, my friends. You're part of it. You know, I say certain people won't survive it. Certain animals will not survive it. Fleas, ticks, whatever. No, I'm kidding. People will not survive this. My parents will never, they know now what I'm here for. They always wondered what the hell I was supposed to do with politics and all these conspiracies.
You're
And
supposed to find me and
my
get me
mother started
involved in this
seeing it, but
politics stuff. That's
what is
what
that?
you were supposed to find me and get me involved in this conspiracy with politics crap
That's
and
another
tell me
thing.
the
We all
truth
find each other
and
in
tell the
life.
truth. If we've found the truth, people, that's what we have done.
There's a lot of truths.
It's
There's a lot of truth.
crazy.
We're all
It's
connected.
crazy truth is what it is. It's not
What they
even
didn't
mine.
tell us is how powerful we are. They took away,
He did.
they muted, they muted our, well, they muted our speech. They
Yes.
muted our faith. They muted humanity. They muted us, meaning they even took down the megahertz, which we need to connect better. So
Yeah.
you're asking yesterday what those
It's also
big
healing.
giant magnets may have been for?
Hmm.
We have, like I've said, we have metal in our body, right? Magnets. You never know. You never know. It doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make
Yes.
sense, Joseph Rogers says, we've been attacked at the border all this time. There is that war. That's true.
Yeah. Longer than you guys have known, because I've known
Right. Because in New
because I
York, there
live
was
here.
no such thing as immigrants. Nobody was coming down from Canada either.
Mhm.
Right. Joe, you're not
No,
the
they
only
were
one.
not. No,
Just saying.
nobody was coming down from there. And you know what? And we weren't going up there because there's that.
I'm not saying all of them, but I am pretty sure, I don't want to say it because that's what I think took us down last time. I'm pretty sure there's a plan for these illegal immigrants. I'm almost positive that things will be handled. When when Trump says that he's going to do mass deportation in one day, he is not joking.
Yeah,
And that one
three-quarters of the
day
country
is,
agree with that.
yeah, there you go.
Of the country, not just one side of the
Right, of the
country.
country. And that's how we
Right.
should always do it. It should never be Democrats or
Yeah.
Republicans.
Yeah. See,
It should always be of
when
the
they
country.
opened up the border the way that they did, okay, okay, they're supposed to be representatives of us, not leaders, but representatives. So when they made this decision to open up the border like that and let this many people in, the first thing they should have done was this. Hey, let's stop. Wait a minute. Let's have a nationwide vote to see if this is okay with the people that actually own the country. We
Yeah.
own this place, not Congress. Fuck Congress is what I've been saying for a long time. They're crooked. They're the swamp.
See, the whole meaning behind sovereignty is to know your constitutional rights,
Mm-hmm.
know your Bill of Rights, and that's it.
Yep.
Don't go against them, and you're okay.
Yeah.
You're pretty okay. You know, it's I've done it before, actually in sign language. I bet you won't remember this, Joe. There was this and this. They were very similar, Constitution and the commandments.
Yes. Yes. I do remember you
Because
saying that. Yeah.
it's so beautiful,
Yeah.
the Constitution, that it is up there
Right.
with the commandments.
Constitution,
Don't kill.
amendments.
You're hurting your family.
Hmm.
They come in at you. Fine, you have to protect yourself.
That's right.
That's constitutional. Boom, bang, bomb.
Hmm.
I don't think there's something wrong. There's too many people that are just so evil, that are just so, and it's not just drugs. It's not just like moodiness or there's something amiss.
Hmm.
What did
Interesting
Helen say?
question. She said, "Remember the movie Monsters Inc.? There are certain numbers on the doors. The monsters were scaring the kids to get adrenaline. So asking, is Vance have any of those numbers in his pattern?" Interesting question. I would like to know too. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's a lot of this stuff is just weird. Everything's just Freaky Friday, but
It makes a lot of
that's
sense that
yeah,
there's a lot
Monsters
of
Inc. was in
clones.
yeah, Monsters Inc. was what they're kind of what they were doing to the kids. Yeah.
There was a part that I was never comfortable with before I even knew about adrenochrome. This is going
Yeah.
back, I don't know, 15 years. There's the Addams Family movie.
Hmm.
I liked it. It's with Robert Julia, I think his name. I can't remember. And a lot of it is good. It's Russian and funny and good. I don't know. I liked it. This is back when I would watch with the kids or something. And then the little guy, what's the youngest name? I don't know. But he's in a platter. They pick up, this big silver platter and he's laying there sleeping. But the fact is, he's on the table on a platter to eat from.
Yeah, that was. I always thought that was weird.
Wednesday. Oh, I can't
Wednesday
remember.
is the girl.
I know. I'm trying to think from. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Go on.
No, it's just, but they have done this. Do you ever wonder where like tales come from? The Brothers Grimm, like, um, the gingerbread's house where the witch cooks the kids?
Pugsley.
Pugsley, that's it. He was very Pugsley. But you see what I'm saying? Like, where does this shit, all our lullabies, when the bowl breaks, the cradle will fall, right? Then you have Ring Around the Rosie, which is about, I think, um, what was her name? Thyroid Mary, was it? The
Yeah, that
consumption,
one I don't
the
know.
consumption.
Oh, okay.
London Bridge is falling
Falling down.
down.
Yeah.
Hush, little baby. Don't say a
Ugh.
word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. The mockingbird, you know,
Yeah.
media.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. See the connection? They were teaching us as children, seeing who would take, who's going to come to the dark side. How many millions of children and people go missing? It's down now. Thank you, Trump. It's down now. The children are being saved more and more daily. It's way down because of Trump.
Hmm.
Don't don't come
Yeah.
at me with that because I've been following it yearly. Okay. But what happened to those kids back then? Why is the ID channel filled and filled with missing people? Can't find them. I don't, it's them. It's all them. Pugsley. Joseph got it too.
Yeah.
Lynn says many people took their kids out of those movie theaters because they saw shit that wasn't right.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of Nickelodeon. Oh, there was that show, Dare, with the foam, when the Nerf foam and all of that shit became big. Dare something. They're all bad. Nickelodeon has had symbols, uh, pedophilia symbols. Other things were a giveaway too. What was that? What was the one where they all competed with the goo and there's something it was called. And I believe that show was maybe not the first real show, the second one that all of them were arrested, or a couple of the people, producer, director, I don't know. I know Morty was Rick and Morty, the
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, that
The
was,
guy that did the voice, he was a pedophile.
was he?
Yeah. And if you look at the cartoon, that's a disturbing cartoon. I kind of like it because it kind of reminds me of Doctor Who in a way, and then I don't like it. They're not the good guys. You could tell
Mm,
because, this little boy is tortured. His grandson is like tortured, like physically, mentally.
yeah.
It's not, I know it's for adults, but you got to be a sick adult. I mean, there's making fun of things, there's pushing it to a degree, and then there's disgusting. Like, I don't like fart jokes, but that's not like Satanism. Yeah, let's just be honest. It's not the same. All right. Be careful what you watch because it's all
Yes.
influential. It's still on TV. Some of it. A lot of it, I believe they're taking down. There are commercials out there to help you. I'm not even kidding. They have the tone. Um, it uplifts you. The vibrational frequencies, all this. You have to understand music is mathematical. For people that never played an instrument, doesn't know anything, music is mathematical. There's half notes, quarter notes, full notes, right? Whole notes, right? Then it's on a certain frequency or line, right? The treble clef and the bass clef. So you have FACE, and where it goes is what note is going to be played, and then the time it's played is, if it's a whole note, it's like, that's a whole note. That's a measure, right? And can you hear that? You probably can't hear it.
Mm-mm, I don't hear
Well,
it.
thanks, Joe. Thanks
All
for
I
being
hear
here
is
for
your
me.
voice. All I hear is you talking to us. That's
Can you
I
hear
can't hear
that?
that either. Just your voice.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. That's a measure. I'm probably being a little too fast, right? So it's all mathematical.
Yes, it
It's
is.
science, right? Music.
Yes.
So it really makes sense that vibrations are healing and
Hmm.
frequencies are healing, and the universe
Right.
has this
Because music
mathematical
does make us feel
ingeniousness.
good. You're right. Music does make us feel good.
Yes.
It
Hmm.
calms us,
Hmm.
calms the wild beast.
Right.
Just
Art
like
is
you said
visual and
earlier.
music is,
Yeah, just like
I
you said
believe
earlier.
both are very, very
Mhm.
important, but apparently
Right.
the audio outweighs the visual. Maybe, maybe. Who knows? Let's see.
I don't really have much else.
No, are you done?
Yeah.
Uh,
There's some other
oh,
stuff. I mean, it's all poet. Hmm.
you did say that the homicide was up in New York.
Yeah, 60%. Yeah.
When John was in,
You wonder
you
why?
check that, and it was going down yearly. And then about the time he left, 15, 14, 15, I think, um, it started getting worse and worse and worse. De Blasio. Hmm? And now it's 60% up in New York City. Why? What's wrong with these people? What's going on? Did your mamas hurt your feelings? I want to go back to the harmonics for 1 second and then we go, oh,
Yes.
okay. Are you chasing somebody? You going after that rabbit, are we? He's a rat terrier, so he likes rodents. He loves baby rabbits. It's so sad though. They get so scared, but he'll sniff them out and he just wants to play with them. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, I got a story about rodents if you want to hear it.
Oh God. Okay, is it funny or is it bad?
Well, it's a true story. It really happened.
All right, just hurry up.
It was a plane, um, a Scandinavian airline was forced to land on Wednesday because a mouse crawled out of a passenger's meal.
Happening in the air. Doors are flying off. Now, mouse out of
It,
the meal?
a flight traveling from Oslo, Norway to Malaga, Spain. They were forced to land in Denmark's capital city of Copenhagen.
The mouse, they say this, the mouse came out of the food?
Yeah, the lady had her food in front of her, and she opened it up, and a mouse jumped out.
A live mouse. Oh
A
my
live mouse. Here,
God. I bet she was screaming.
I
I
bet you,
wouldn't care,
man.
but I would find
Oh
that
my
disgusting.
God.
I'd probably never eat on the airlines ever again, but then
Right?
again, I don't go on the airlines anyhow,
Yeah.
but
I feel claustrophobic in the planes. I mean, I've done it a few times, quite a few times. I've been okay, but I do feel claustrophobic in real
I
bad.
did look up that D40, D something 40 plane from yesterday. It's only a four-seater,
Yeah.
the one that
Oof,
lost its door, but it's a
oof.
tight little machine. I can't imagine what the fuck happened. When I was talking about gravity yesterday, I didn't mean that's why it came off it could be. I don't know. Maybe
No,
these planes,
faulty.
maybe gravity is heavier up top. I
Faulty
don't
workmanship,
something
cheap metal, who knows? 100 million different things.
very
Wasn't
odd.
closed properly, 100,000 million things. Who knows?
Try listening to the music today backwards and hear all the telling of Satan. Yeah, what Satan tells you to do. Yeah. Well, that's nothing old. They've
Yeah.
done that with the Beatles, and the thing is, I do believe it because it's music, it's sound, and they used it against us. A lot of them, right? The pop rock. What they did with a lot of music is they took chords from our children's songs, our nursery rhymes, and they made them into songs. That's what I've heard before, and I can agree with it. Since really the four chord songs are the pop songs that usually make it. And if you never saw Axis of Awesome, go watch it. Go look up Axis of Awesome when they're on stage, and you'll understand four chord songs. It's like, so it's really not that difficult. Um, the more complex stuff would be like Mozart, right? uh Bringing us back to the harmonics, I just wanted to say this really quick. um Not necessarily music, but sounds and resonating sounds and harmonics the monks used to use. I'm not sure which ones. I have to really go and search. I mean, I don't know, it could be monks anywhere in the world, right? But they had this down so well. It's a forgotten art, but they had it down so well. They were able to walk through walls. because matter displaces. That's what I'm trying to say. Sound can create and move things, right? Back in the day, I've said Nicole, Cologne, Amsterdam. I try to use these same cities that you might recognize, old cities, right? They had water that they controlled to make electricity through sound through these churches. I found this out on a flat earthers thing, and then I've heard it other places, and I believe it. They've done scientific research in churches where they found that the sound resonates, reverberates, and heals because they were healing centers. They have marbles, they have Earth's ores in them, and then they have giant halls with these great designs in them. Those geometric designs. Music is mathematics. Get it? All right. It all kind of wraps up into one. I really am not the best at explaining it. I'm just trying to point it out. You guys need to do some research. I have still too much to learn myself. So every little bit helps. That's why I want people up here with us. Maybe you know something I don't, and that's fine with me. If you could tell me, hey, if you could tell me
Me
I'm
too.
wrong about something, that's fine too, because I want to know if I'm wrong or right.
Right.
All right. From my knowledge of what I'm learning,
We're
it's
searching for the truth. That's what we're
right.
doing.
Well, that's the whole point of life, isn't it?
It is. Yes, it is. Searching for the truth.
Good
We're on
evening,
a
Sarah.
fact-finding mission.
Morning, Sarah.
Help us out, guys. We're ready. Let's rock.
Well, everybody tries.
Yeah.
I'm
Do,
trying to
do,
look up
do, 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 do.
who it was.
Let's see.
No.
Oh my God.
What did Sarah say?
What did Harris say?
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. I'm not looking. Hold on. I hope I don't survive it. I'm already over this crap world. I actually hope you survive to see the end of this evil. Like I want to see the end of this evil. I do want to see the end of the evil. I want it to stop.
Was it Pelagorus? Can't remember his name. So, but I hear it and I have it in my head for a while and then boom, it just goes away. Oh well. What did Sarah say now?
Okay. She hopes she doesn't
Sarah
survive
says
this.
Sarah says they are all actors, as I have said before. It's a political cinema.
Right.
Exactly. I hope I don't survive it. I'm already over this crap world. Now, no, unfortunately, you are it, you did
We are
this to
here.
yourself. I'm not even kidding. We decided before we came here
Mhm.
what we all had to endure certain things. We did. Everybody does. Um, some things are really good and some things are really bad. But we had to do it to make this divinity work. Sarah, it wouldn't work without you. That's the problem. You're not meant to go. And if some reason you did go, that's why suicide is really bad. Because I guess that's the only time it's not really supposed to happen. I'm not sure about this, but I'd imagine it to be. You commit suicide, it's not an accident, it's not, you took yourself off this earth before you were supposed to. Uh, and we need you, sister. So no more of that crap. I know you have it hard, but those med beds are coming out.
They say something's coming.
I
Something
remember, I
big
think
is
there's
coming.
14, more than 14 facilities now in America alone. So
Yeah.
Australia must have
Mhm.
the same amount. I think every country, well, Australia's a bit, but they'll have a bunch
They
and they'll
they
be
they
out
already
soon.
have
Prototypes.
prototypes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
See, some words I know,
I've
words I still don't
there's I didn't they're just
elaborate.
articles that I saw about them, but they look real, man, and I mean they're real pictures. They're you can tell they're not AI. You know how you can tell if it's AI or not, but they're hey, they're not really
Well,
widely
you
talked
see,
about yet.
it's they just copied. They realized what the churches were for and copied it, and they just made it a little more easy and probably where they can have doctors and nurses. And yeah, it's
Yeah,
absolutely true. I have seen tons, too many. Um, only like two or maybe two are very, very different. I don't know why. So they could be fake.
yeah,
But there's just too many people. Too many people. You can't have millions of people. And I'm going like the tens of millions now, maybe even hundreds of millions of people believing in stuff that isn't really there. I mean, that's Trump would have told us. Somebody would have told us the truth. No, no, no. No, this isn't real. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard anybody argue against the med beds. Why?
mhm,
So, Sarah, hang on, girl. It's going to cure you. It really
yeah.
is. There's nothing more powerful than this earth and her ores. And apparently, the power of speech, music, vibrations. They're saying this on TV. Vibrations heal. So if they're saying this, like honestly, stop watching the news and watch like these shows that these scientists have been studying forever and that aren't miraculously aren't dead. Okay. Because they do. They kill these people that figure shit out. But go watch these shows that they're telling you. And you're going to feel better because it's coming. It's right around the corner. November is here. It's here. In 2 weeks,
It's
it's
coming,
here.
man. It's no October's coming.
I'm sorry, October.
Yeah, and then
Then
November.
November. I know. I'm
Yes.
like anxious myself. Yeah, a year
Yeah,
and a half,
first
month and
we
a half.
have to
Now
make
I'm going
Joe.
back to a year and a
So
month and a
first
half.
we have to make Joe a year older.
Me too. I
Yeah.
thought I was going to be 47 when he was the 47th president. I'm like,
Damn it.
damn it. No, what am I talking about?
Damn
It's
it, Kevin.
November.
Right.
Darn it, Mom. Got me too early.
I know.
Um, all right. I think that's enough for tonight.
Man,
I'm gonna have to
talked
go over
about a
some.
lot.
There's so much research. There's just not
Mhm.
enough time.
Yeah,
Hi,
a lot of research to
Debbie.
do.
Debbie, next time you come in, you guys, this was an open chat night, but now
Yeah.
it's too late. You guys could have come into the chat.
And
Uh,
Debbie was trying to, but there's the meeting ID up there. I always post it right there in the room, Debbie. That's where we do it. We tell you to come in the room, and then you open up your
we're gonna
Zoom.
do it again tomorrow,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
5 p.m. Eastern.
Hmm.
So Debbie, that would be 3
For
3
our
p.m.
time,
your time.
right? So you
To
put that meeting ID number in first. That's like your phone number,
no, it would
and then you
be.
put the
Oh yeah, she's
passcode.
Mountain Time
Yeah, it's Mountain Time with me.
because it's already 12. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
Are you done? I feel so bad though,
yeah.
guys.
It's ten
Thanks for coming
o'clock
in.
already.
Yeah, and you don't, but he doesn't have work tomorrow, so we'll definitely
No,
do this. If you want to come on before we go live, let me know in the mega chat. That way, I'll get you in, so you don't have to come in
yeah.
and be
Before
like,
we
oh,
go
I'm here
live,
now. I
yeah, we'll
don't know.
get you in before you go live. Before
Yeah,
we go live.
whatever. It might be easier. I really don't mind either way. Just whatever's easier for you guys, because I just
Yeah.
love when you entertain me. Come and entertain me. Please show me how much of a star you are.
Right. Come in and chat because we
Yeah,
like it.
exactly.
It's good. Chat
All
is
right, guys.
good.
We love you.
Yeah.
Have a good night, and we shall see you tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Love you guys. Bye. Peace out.
Take Z care.